is January 15th. It's a Thursday. We are in 2B. Brad and I are back in the same place that we were on Tuesday. It's kind of cold this morning, not terrible. It's about 19-20 degrees. It's pretty crunchy walking in this morning, but I'm pretty sure that we didn't jump anything out. We're going to sit here for the morning, see how things go, and then probably jump out and get lunch and possibly be back in here later this evening, depending on what happens this morning. Like I said, it's probably only about 7:45, so we still got plenty of time this morning before we're ready to get out of here.
Obviously, as you can see, we're in the same stand we were in the other night. I hunted this stand in late rifle season, actually on the last day, and it was constant deer activity from about the time I got in here till around 10 o'clock when I left. There were a bunch of buck, a bunch of doe. Everything seemed to filter in front of us, or in front of me then. As you saw before, most of them came in from behind us today. So we are game planned for that and ready to get set up if that's the case. So hopefully we'll be able to get one on camera going down this morning. Decided to get out, go warm up. Again this morning, the stand produced deer. We had 3 come in down that way, about 200 yards down through the woods. Looked like 3 doe, one of which came up here, got on this trail that we walk in, and was walking right up towards us. Looked like we were going to get the shot. She got just to the point where we were comfortable taking the shot. Just waiting for her to turn broadside and we'll continue up the trail. And looked like something off to the right spooked her off. She ran down in that way and then disappeared on us. Maybe about a half hour later, came up on top of the ridgeline, walked out. We were hoping they would kind of do the same thing that the deer did the other day and work down in front of us, but it looked like they must have hopped up over the ridge and disappeared. So unfortunately we were really close again, but wasn't able to get the shot. So we're gonna go get warmed up, and we'll be back out here this evening.
Alright, we're back in for the evening. We got up in here whenever we thought would be a good time, about 2:30ish or so. And, yeah, needless to say, walking up the trail that where Stan's at, we saw probably 8 deer up over the hillside from us that all took off the opposite way, obviously. So, a couple disgruntled hunters at the moment, but, still early, hoping maybe might come back around, but doubtful, but who knows. We saw a bunch of deer Tuesday evening come in from back and behind us, so we'll see what happens. We got a few hours to sit up in here, and hopefully we can make something happen this evening. She steps out in that opening. Yeah, I'm on it. Go for it.
Well, it was a clean, inexcusable miss. I think I might have been a little bit too excited. Maybe jerked the shot, I'm not sure. When we sighted the gun in, we adjusted it as much as it could go one way. It was shooting about 6 to 8 inches low. Thought I held at the top of his back. I had from about the base of the lungs forward of the deer that I could see. Should have had the shot, so we are going to hang tight, have a lot of daylight left ahead of us, and see if I can't miss another one.
So, in regards to our hunting for the past 2 days, it is deer 3, Greg and Brad 0. Alright, so on Brad's shot, where he thinks he may have got too excited and possibly jerked and pulled the shot off the deer, I kind of did the same and got a little bit too excited watching the deer run and not moving the camera to follow the deer. So we know for sure it was a clean miss. We could see it down in the woods. We checked, there's nothing there. So like we said before, we still got plenty of daylight. We're hoping we can catch something else moving through here, and we can get another shot, and hopefully it's another miss. down a little while ago, but we had like 6 doe out in front of us that we didn't really want to spook out. Pretty good evening. I mean, I think we got goal number 2 accomplished, which was getting a shot at a deer on film, so that part was pretty cool, but we'll be back up in here tomorrow morning and see if we can make something happen. Alright, it is Friday morning. This is our last morning hunt for the week. Both of us go back on call for work tomorrow. It's not as cold this morning. It is 28 degrees, I think. The only downfall is that we have a pretty strong wind cutting through us, so it still makes it pretty chilly out here this morning. We're going to sit here for the morning and see if we can make something happen and hopefully get one down on the ground.
So I decided to switch guns this morning. Went away from the traditions that we had the little mishap with yesterday and shooting the Thompson Center that was dead on when Greg shot it in. So I don't have the excuse today of me having a gun that I had to adjust for. We have a pretty strong northeast wind, like Greg had said, blowing right down the main trail where we've had a lot of opportunity, so it's not an ideal win for this stand, but we don't have any other option at this point of the year, not having any other stand set up. So we're in here for the morning, and hopefully we can get something coming through.
Alright, it's 10 o'clock. We are getting down out. Did not see anything this morning. Not sure if this wind that's blown has them kind of bedded down or whatnot, but we're gonna take a little walk, kind of show you. We're gonna head up over the hill that's out here that was in front of our stand. There's a ridge line that runs across there. We're gonna maybe try to see if we can walk around and keep our eyes down in and maybe get a chance of something bend down the ground, but have camera in hand, and who knows, maybe we can catch something and get a shot here on camera. Alright, we're back back up in for the evening. We got up in here, I think definitely later than what we initially planned on. After we got done this morning, we decided we were going to try to take a couple shots out of my traditions and see if we could maybe figure out how to get it sighted in a little bit better. But before we did that, we decided to take a shot out of the Thompson, and it wasn't shooting on. So took some shots out of it, and we got a sabot stuck in it. So we finally got that out, got the barrel all cleaned, took a couple shots. It seems to be shooting on pretty well. So we ended up not getting up in here till 2:30 or so. We haven't seen a lot of deer movement until a little bit later in the afternoon, so we're hoping that stays the course for today.
On our way down out this morning, kind of took the long way out and walked around. And as we were coming down the main road that we used to walk up into the stand, we ended up kicking up roughly about 13 deer or so. And they all ran back into the woods back behind us. So we're assuming that that's where they stayed for the afternoon, and anticipating them coming in from behind us this evening. So hopefully they do that, and we can get one going down finally.
Alright, as you can tell, we got down out. Ran out of shooting light and camera light, obviously. It's pretty dark, just getting a little bit of light from the snow. But no luck on tonight. Kind of skunked, other than one deer we saw off about 150, 200 yards away that was gone in a matter of about 10 seconds. So calling it a week. I'd say unsuccessful, but maybe a little bit successful in the fact that we got a shot on film, even though somebody missed it. I won't mention his name, Brad. But we'll be at it next week. We're back to the grind tomorrow. Both Brad and I go back on call, so it's been a fun week, and hopefully we can get one down on camera next week for you.